Hey guys, welcome to another episode about R programming. In today's episode we are going to start our story about R arrays. And first array that we are going to talk about is vector. And vector it's actually the simplest kind of array in R. In order to create vector, you are going to name your variable and you are going to use function C. In here we are going to provide elements all separated by comma, and C stands for collection. And now I'm just going to type A in order to print it out. Keep in mind that in single vector you cannot store multiple types of values. So if you do something like this, if instead of 25 we provide string hey, and if we add another value of false, this is what is going to happen. And not only that, you could add a single value to your collection, you could actually add another collection to it. Let's say like this, 15, 25, 101. If I run this code, this is our result. And you can notice that vector cannot hold another collection. If we provide collection as element, that vector is going to take every single element from vector provided. And now if you want to append single element to your vector, you are going to do that in this way with function append, like this. So we are going to append to vector A and we are going to append value of 505. Yes, I need to print it out. And you see we have 505 at the end. And now how to exclude value from vector? Use these angle brackets, type minus, and now index of element you want to exclude. And now I want to exclude first element. Save it, run it. And you see that we lost this value of 15 from our vector A. If you want to exclude multiple elements, you are going to use with collection provided. And I want to exclude first one, third one, and fifth one. If I run this code, yes, I'm sorry. If you want to do exclusion, you have to use minus with every index. If I run this code, now you see this is the result. And this technique it's called slicing. Not only that you could do exclusion with it, but you could also provide range. Let's say from second element to fifth element. If I run this code, this is our result now. And the same way as you do exclusion, you could actually pick elements. So I'm going to take first one, fourth one, fifth one, and sixth. Okay, I'm going to run this code and finally our result. And now I'm going to show you another interesting way to create a vector. I'm going to delete all of this and I'm going to call it A, and we are going to assign function vector with length of 10. Now we are going to create a vector with 10 elements, and if I print this out, all of our elements are set to false. And now if you want to set some value, that is easy to do. Just use these angle brackets and provide index of element you want to edit and assign value to it. Let's say 10. Print this out and you see we got all of zeros and 10 as third element. But of course there is a way to assign multiple values. Let's say I want to assign value to index number 1, number 3, 5 and 7, and I'm going to keep this value of 10. I'm going to save this, run this, and you see we got 10 on appropriate indexes. But what if you want to assign different value to all of these? Yes, you can do it, but you have to apply collection with equal number of elements. So I'm going to add first one, second one, third, and fourth. If I run this code, this is what we are going to get. And of course in R there are multiple functions that could apply vector as argument. So now if I use something like this, function sum, and I'm going to apply A as argument, if I run this code, I'm going to get some of these values. Also there is function mean and works perfectly. And now I'm going to show you how to do calculations with your vector. And for that I'm going to set some values. for all of elements. First, I'm going to set every value to 1, and then we are going to set these 4 values. Alright. Now, if you print something like a divided by 25, look what is going to happen. Every single value of your vector is going to be divided by 25. And you could actually create another vector with these elements by creating another variable and provide this as value. If I print b now, of course, this is our result. Same is going to happen if you multiply or if you subtract or with addition. And you could even perform mathematical operations on particular elements. So what if I want to perform operations on elements first, 5 and 7, and I want these values to be multiplied by 0.5, 1,25 and 3,7. If I run this code, you see that we dealt only with these 3 values. But you see, with this operation, we actually excluded these 3 elements from original array. In order to perform this operation and then to include these 3 elements into original array, we are going to append this result to these very same indexes. So we are going to assign these values, but only at first, 5th and 7th index. And now if we print b out, wonderful. So let's summarize this. You could perform mathematical operation on vector with single value or with another vector, as long that vector is of numerical type. And now I'm going to show you how to operate with strings. Let's say that I want to create vector a1 and we are going to provide some string values to it. And now we are going to use a string function paste, okay, for vector a1, and we are going to paste value of 1 to it. And we are going to create separation of dash, and if I run this code, this is going to be our result. So you see, all of 3 elements from this string vector are connected with this single string. And of course, we could assign this result to another variable and we are going to get another vector like that. You see? And this entire story is same with vectors of logical type. Let's say that I have a 3 vector, false, true, true. If I do something like this, a3 or false, this is going to be our result. Now I'm going to show you another interesting function, XOR, and I'm going to provide a3, but now I'm going to provide another collection, false, false, and false. With XOR operation, we are going to get true only if inputs are different from one another. If I save this. So false and false are equals. So we are going to get result false. Now we have true, false, true as result. We have true, false, and true as result. So guys, this is all for this episode. I hope that you have learned something interesting. So please like, subscribe, and see ya.